Hello and welcome to the What's Left podcast. I'm your host, John, here with Jake and Brad. We are the punk rock garage band of podcast, adding our voices to resistance as loud as we can here on the Derealization Nation Media Network. All right, I feel like every week I say this, but so if this isn't your red line, I don't know what the hell is. But every week we find a new red line, and here we are deporting children with cancer to Honduras with their mother. U.S. citizens, no less. These children were born here. I believe all three of them have at least one U.S. citizen parent who did not get deported, the fathers. I know that is true of at least the two of them, the 4-year-old and the 7-year-old. And the 2-year-old, I'm pretty sure that's the same case because only the mother and the child got deported to Honduras. It's just, it kind of highlights, how many of these people, we thought, well, it's only a matter of time before a U.S. citizen gets deported. But, I don't think any of us thought, I didn't think, that it was going to be this week and a baby with cancer. Did anybody have that on their bingo card?
I did not. I'm sure that they have been deporting children.
Yeah.
But it's finally coming to the light because it was an actual U.S. citizen. I know Trump's made these rules where the Dreamers and the DACA and all that kind of stuff doesn't really apply anymore. But, says who? That's just kind of been the law of the land forever. So now Trump comes in and changes all this, and his first move is to deport children? I don't... your first move is to, deport little kids?
What happened to only the criminals were going to get caught up in this? What crime do you think this kid committed?
Well, didn't he also say, when we start deporting these families, they were like, well, are you going to separate, the kids from the mom? And he's like, no, we're going to send them together because that's important that we're deporting and traumatizing everyone together.
The whole family. Yeah, Tom Homan, the border czar, which I hate using that word czar because, what is this, 1910 Russia? But the border czar, Tom Homan, said that. And, what's ironic about that, or I don't know if it's ironic, but what's among the stupid things about that is that the fathers did not have the option to go. They were not afforded the opportunity to decide who was going with or not. So even that promise was bullshit. So they still separated the family regardless. So even that opportunity wasn't given to them. As little solace as that may be,
I had someone argue the point today with me of, I thought you wanted them to keep families together. Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, I don't think anybody should have been deported. Dummy. It's not. What do you mean? I don't think they...
What? I mean,
that was your argument.
When MAGA makes an argument and it's a complete sentence, that's surprising enough, So I guess I really shouldn't be surprised that it made no sense. It's absolutely ridiculous. So
once again, this is the pro-life group. This is the group that is pro-life.
Family values.
Yes.
Yeah. What a bunch of bullshit that is. Never seen anybody care less about human beings than the Republican Party. And I mean, and the crazy part is it's always kind of been this way, but Trump was the one who's just decided we don't need these masks anymore. We're just going to be the evil that we are out front, out loud, because we're not leaving. He doesn't think he's leaving. He thinks he's serving another term. Doesn't think we're ever going to vote again. So his
stupid hats. Oh my god. The framed fucking hat. I was done.
Yeah. Not only just not own your mistakes at this point in voting for him, but then to double down and be like, yeah, you know what? I'd do it again. I just don't understand what in the absolute fuck is wrong with people. Do liberal tears taste so sweet? I don't get it. I'm not getting it. Nobody's crying here. People are ready to strangle you to death. There's nobody here that's feeling ooh, sad. Really just want to put on a pair of steel-toed boots and kick your balls through your throat. That's where we're at. We're kind. Luckily for you, we're trying to be kinder than that. But
yeah, I've went way past the point of like compassion and like liberal tears. I just don't respect any of you anymore.
I
Yeah.
think that's what's so important right now. We're not liberal tears anymore. It's more action, which is nice to see. Like,
Yeah.
we're not sitting around. We're not sitting in the houses. Charlie Kirk's running from two 20-year-olds. Like,
That's so great. I love the Unfuck America tour too. What a great
yeah,
name. What a great name.
no one's hiding and crying anymore.
Hell fucking no. The only people hiding right now are the MAGA people. The only place you see them is in the comments.
In every Republican town hall, they're just in hiding.
Yep. You ain't seen them. If they're there, they're sure as hell in disguise. And now, like, Trump is not just. They're considering bringing Abrego Garcia back now. Like, his polling is so bad on every single issue that he is considering flip flopping on everything, and he's going to throw all of his lawyers and DOJ under the bus for this. Like, he's blaming them, like pretending like he had nothing to do with it. And like, this is a man who like watched The Godfather once and was like, "Yeah, that's how I'm going to act all the time. I'm just going to like, I'm never going to tell people specifically. Oh, if I get asked to court, I'd be like, oh, I didn't say that exactly. I didn't do that. Oh, my people did that. He did that. Oh my God. It's just it's absolutely absurd that the federal government is being run this manner. But now there's a possible flip flop on Abrego Garcia. In the Times interview, he said, "Well, we could bring him back. We could bring him back. If you, these people that work for him are such suckers. They have been forced to go on television for months defending the most inhumane, cruel, and they're happy to do it. Oh, happy to do it. They love it. It's Stephen Miller's policy, so he's always happy to do it. But they go on there and they defend it and they defend it and they defend it and they defend it. The tariffs, deportations, everything. And then he flip-flops on them. He just pulls the fucking rug out and says, you know what? We're going to not do that anymore. And they are the saddest, wormiest, like the Little Mermaid, like all those little polyps. Remember that like worked for Ursula? That's the whole Republican Party right now. The entire spineless Republican Party. Where on earth, what is going to be enough for you to say, hey, listen, it is time for impeachment? I just, like, at what point?
Like you said, that's the best part about him having his loyalists working for him, is that they are willing to go down with the ship, and he is just setting up scapegoats all over.
Oh my God.
And they don't even realize how quickly he will throw them under the bus. Like Huckabee right now down in Arkansas.
Yeah.
You remember that lady? Yeah, when she was very pro-Trump, and now her state needs federal aid for FEMA, and he was like, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's what happens when you don't side with Donnie T anymore.
That's it, man. It don't matter. You can suck up to him. You can give him everything that he wants. Ask any of those law firms that thought they were gonna like get out of this thing by capitulating, are now just being treated like idiots, and they deserve every minute of it. And these people that simped for him and went all over television and do his bidding, they deserve every minute of the humiliation that he gives to them. Every single second, because they are asking for it. I don't know if it's a kink. I don't know if it's just they really just don't know better, or if power just means that much to them. But honest to God, like, they can call you fucking King Pope George III. If you are slaving to a man, you are not in any sort of power. So if you're just doing backflips at Donald Trump's whistle, what power do you actually have? None. Well, now they're going to arrest. They're trying to throw the scare into the judges. I think it's sort of this calculated point that the Trump organization has made, that they think that people hate Congress. They see people hate Congress. They see people hate the judicial system, and they think to themselves, well, that means we can do whatever the fuck we want to them. And so they've been attacking these judges in the Supreme Court. And I just hope that, like, for some independents at least, who were like, oh, you know what? It does kind of seem like, they're just sort of like after him in the courts, man. it just seems like, like what he did wasn't really all that serious, so like maybe, but like, dude, listen, the thing about that is that it was serious. It is serious. And all of that stuff that he's been repeating, he just says it about everything. He stands there, he deports a child with cancer, and he's like, blames the fucking judge for it. He blames his fucking DOJ lawyers for it. So it's the same thing. So he was guilty then, he's guilty now. It's all deflection. It's all just lies. It's all lies. It's all dishonest. It's all cruel. It's all inhumane. He's always is and always has been guilty of all of it. All of it. Every judges being arrested, they have no case, by the way. This is going nowhere. In fact, I can see it backfiring. I can see a situation where judges are going to be less likely to give the Trump organization any sort of leeway in court. So, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, because if they cower in fear to him, then that's bad news for us.
Yeah, I thought we were going to come on here and talk about red lines. I thought that was going to be the one. But within 48 hours, we're deporting babies, U.S. citizen babies. So, fascism, yes, check. Like through and through. Concentration camps, deporting innocent people, sweeping people off the streets, kidnappings, disappearances, judges arrested. It's a nightmare. I won't say who. A person who is close to me, who is a Trump supporter, was complaining to someone else that I know that they don't know what to believe anymore. We'll just start by not believing a goddamn word that comes out of that man's mouth.
Simple. That's it.
That's it. The rest of it is true. There's not a lot of, I don't feel like there's a lot of like, even Fox News has been unable to hide all of it. So even if you just strictly watch Fox News, you're just getting some truth.
Jake, how quick would it take you to pull up Google on your phone right this second? If I timed you, how long would it take you right now?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. 2 fucking seconds. And these people just cannot take 2 fucking seconds to pull up Google and to just type it into the search bar and read articles for themselves and make an informed decision. It's truly fucking astonishing.
It could be even easier. There's all that "Hey Siri" shit. You could just ask. You just have to speak it. All you have to do is just, "Hey, is this real?" And she'll be like, "No."
Yeah. Everybody's reporting the same things. Some people are arguing that it's not as bad as all that, but everybody's reporting the same shit. And your own eyeballs can tell you how fucking bad it is.
Yes.
They did not send a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old with their mother to Honduras. They did not send a 2-year-old with cancer with their mother to Honduras. Okay? They did not swoop up over 200 Venezuelan people, 75 to 90% of whom have zero criminal record whatsoever, and send them to a concentration camp. Right? That happened. That's real. That's what's real. So, I honest to God, I don't know why I need to keep reading things to you after that, but there's plenty more. And it's all real. And it's all happening. So, just fucking stop listening to him, and the rest is real.
I'm never going to sit here and say that the media does not push an agenda, because it is very clear one side or the other, the media pushes an agenda no matter what. But to just have no faith in the media reporting honestly about things that are happening is truly fucking astonishing to me. That never happened prior to Trump getting up here and saying, everybody's against me, it's all fake news, this is all fake news. That wasn't a thing. Yes, there's conspiracy theories, and people would be like, well, I don't really know about that. Sure, I'm never going to say that the media does not push an agenda. Ever am I going to say that, because they fucking do. But they still report the fucking news, brother. They still report the goddamn news. Except for Fox Entertainment.
Yeah. Infotainment is not the news.
Not the news.
PBS is still reporting the news. NPR still reports the news. New York Times, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, these things, they all report the news. They have a bent, but it doesn't change the facts. They may try, you know what I mean? They might try to like interpret those facts other ways, but if you read the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, you will find the same facts, you know? I'll guarantee that.
Let's get them to read one article, and then we can jump to two.
Well, you don't even have to read them anymore. You just press play and listen.
Oh. If I have one more person tell me that he watches Newsmax is the new one. I think I like those people even less, brother.
What is news? What is Newsmax?
It's like the maximum amount of news. It's maximum news. It's another cable network. It's a shittier version of Fox News. It's even more
essentially. It is just. Also, this son of a bitch is going to make a liar out of me. This motherfucker is going to make a liar out of me because he's fucking going to end up giving the farmer subsidies.
Oh, I know. But
that son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, he said it. He said they absolutely would. This fucking prick. You know what? It doesn't change. All of the food that rots in those ports, all that waste, all the hungry people, all of this nonsense that we claim meritocracy and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Here's people who have produced their own product and are trying to sell it, and instead you are forcing them to suck off the government teat. It is the least Republican and certainly the least libertarian thing I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. You are literally forcing them onto welfare, forcing them to be a burden on the taxpayer. There's literally, it's not even socialism. It's worse than communism. It's dumb. It is so far outside of your own agenda. It's mind-boggling.
He did it last time when he fucked the farming industry. I just thought this time it was about cutting waste. You know what I mean?
You still can't decide if these taxes are going to make us all the money that we need to end income tax, or if they're just going to be a negotiating tactic because a global is going to be globaler. It just shows he just doesn't know what he's talking about on any topic. Any topic. That man was shocked. I mean, he shit his pants. I mean, again, when he walked in and they gave Zelensky a standing ovation, he had no idea. He probably thought it was for him at first. Like he has his head so far up his own ass. Like he goes to shake Macron's hand. Macron's like, sorry, pal. So he sits down with Zelensky, and now all of a sudden he's like, well, you know, I think the Putin might have been pulling my leg. No fucking shit. No fucking shit. No fucking kidding, you goddamn spineless idiot. That man.
Yeah, he's obviously in cognitive decline.
Decline? Bro, that implies that there was a fucking hill to fall off. This man's been underwater since fucking Jump Street. He ain't never figured it out. This is just another failure. Just another one of many failures. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe on YouTube, Substack. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. Leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing, good or bad. You know, you can always leave a nice insult, give us a nice suggestion. We're here for all of it. Just glad to have you on board. Thanks for listening here on the Derealization Nation. Until next time, I'm John.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Brad.
And that is what's left.
Yo, bring the hate. We want hate speech. Come on, I'm trying to argue with somebody. Bring that on.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
It's coming a little bit on the TikTok. Keep your eye on the TikTok. There's opportunities.